guess Okumura that has to at
Oh,
least
it's
lift some
happening.
of. If he's still asleep at this.
I just remembered.
Oh, I've seen this. I know about this test actually. Yeah. I don't know if they ever explained if they figured out why, but yeah, more kids answered
This
that
is
one.
it.
Yes!
Yeah, I don't know if it's just the way it sounds correlates with the way it looks. Yeah. I read about that once, and it's kind of fascinating.
Nice going!
It made me think about in Neil Stephenson's Snow Crash, they talk about deep structures in the brain, and how, like, there's like a universal language in the brain that you can hack, and that's kind of the premise of the book.
All right, that.
It's finally lunchtime.
Hey, can I speak with you for a moment?
I don't know anything.
So about Dr. Maruki's. I see. That's good then. I'm sure you're aware, but Dr. Maruki's term here will be ending pretty soon. The higher-ups told me to make sure you've received adequate counseling. Be sure to visit him so you don't bring any unwanted attention to yourself. Okay?
Counseling. But anyway, bring on the.
Senpai, so I've been doing quite. Are you also about to eat? If it's all right with you.
Ah, how nice
Oh.
to see you two together.
Oh, would you?
Are you sure? Is that your lunch, Yoshizawa-san? That doesn't really...
I have to eat this much to stay active. I always burn through everything I eat. From my point of view, it's your two lunches that are the issue here. If you're going to strengthen your body, you have to eat right. You should really work on your diets.
Touché. And you're right, yours does look nutritious. You know, you seem to be giving off a different vibe lately.
Yes, I was able to put my problems in the past and move on.
Ah, so that's what it is. You don't seem to be overexerting yourself either.
I'm sorry I'd worried you.
Oh, not at all. It's wonderful to hear how you've been. I must admit, I'm a bit surprised. If you don't mind my asking, was there some kind of reason for this breakthrough?
Well, it's all thanks to him and his acquaintances. I suppose you could say they gave me a reason to rethink things. Or more like, a reason to stand up to my problems. Isn't that right, Sam?
Stand up to your... You've grown to be very...
Mm-hmm. Sorry for talking so much. Thanks for the food. Oh, I forgot. I have PE next. I should get going.
Yoshizawa-san. She seemed absolutely tormented. I have to say, this drastic change... Looks like time. See you around.
Hey, isn't there a vendor that sells flower seeds?
So you're the one who grew these, Senpai?
You can just call me Haru. The seasons are changing soon, so I thought it'd be nice for the plants to change as well. This time, it's a Yusuke Kitagawa production.
All I did was add some, how do I put it? Aesthetic simplicity by balancing the color placement. Furthermore, Haru chose the flowers herself. It will surely be a great bed no matter the arrangement.
I'm looking forward to it.
Why don't we plant you, Mona?
Weren't you a shut-in until just recently? You'd better photosynthesize while you're here. Well, let's get started.
Perhaps the Snapdragon should go...
That's not gonna make...
Hey, you know how we're thinking of the school festival as our celebration party? Anyone else think we should have a...
I must agree. It would...
Let's do it then! A joint party to...
Oh, you don't have to do that. How is everyone else supposed to get excited if the star... Well then, at Destinyland... By Destinyland, do you mean that Kingdom of Dreams? It would be a bit late, but there are some plans that allow us to rent out the park for the night.
The entire park? You're talking about the Destinyland, right?
Didn't
pretty
you
sure
say
they're
you'd like
talking
to do
about something
something
else.
amongst ourselves?
I mean, it's
I did, but...
sounds like it's
Hold on, I'll go check.
Disney with the serial numbers filed off.
She really thinks like...
What the heck's she gonna check?
Guys, it looks...
We're really gonna have it at Destinyland? Not like one of the restaurants, but the entire park?
Even just for one night?
Oh, that won't be it. We had originally booked it for a company party, then had to call it off because of the scandal. We'd barely get anything back if we cancel the reservation, so why not take advantage of it?
Wouldn't that be oddly conspicuous, though?
Yeah?
It's still officially under the company's name. We needn't worry.
In that case, let's do this! We'll just celebrate twice as hard today!
I'm sorry for disrupting everyone. You did come to help me after all. Well, let's get back to it.
So, seriously, how much does it cost? For real?
So I really think that Okumura is
that
going to
was
go all
delicious.
Bud Dwyer
The
during his
food
press
was arranged on
conference.
my plate as though it were paint on a canvas.
The
Boy,
staff
this
brought
is
out
off
this table and
copyright,
food just for us, huh?
I thought if we were going to dine together, it would be better to do it somewhere with a view.
The VIP life is incredible! Not that I'd expect anything else from a private rental.
There really is no one else here.
We are the rulers of the Kingdom of Dreams.
Is this lighting just for our sake as well? That's right.
It's beautiful.
It's not as beautiful as you. That's the kind of stuff couples say, right?
Almost anyone would fall for that line in front of a site like this.
Lady On, this view is not as beautiful as...
Come on, you guys are getting way too excited about this stuff.
God, even the fucking definitely
You
not
say
Mickey
that like
Mouse
you're
ears. I
not
love
tapping
it.
into your inner child too, Ryuji.
This is just because Futaba kept nagging me to put him on.
I did not.
You said something like that. What was that?
My, this is so heartwarming.
Honestly, I would have liked to see the parade as well. But given how sudden the request was, they couldn't get enough staff together to do it.
Perhaps that will have to wait until next time.
Either way, this party's totally the best one so far. It's freaking amazing!
I'm glad to see you're enjoying it. Be careful, Haru. You've shown these guys what luxury means. This'll really raise the bar for our next celebration party.
You're already talking about our next party? Don't you think that's somewhat premature?
Seriously?
And that party will be for me! Still, how do I put this? I met Mona-chan. I got to know you all. Isn't everything going a little too perfectly? It's actually
Been
a
saying
bit
that for
frightening.
weeks.
You worry too much.
Oh
I
god.
must just be overly cautious because of my circumstances up till recently. I'm sorry for bringing it up.
Hey, isn't it almost time? You know, for the press conference?
Oh, perfect timing.
Father.
Thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules to gather here. Today, I'd like to elaborate upon the whole truth behind my company's labor situation. How my employees were forced to work under severe conditions. How lax we were with sanitation. And how my corporation acted as a whole to cover up every facet of this scandal. For all of this, I wholeheartedly apologize.
So are you saying all of this was done under your orders?
Yes, I am solely responsible.
We heard that dozens of your employees were forced to resign due to mysterious illness. Furthermore, these happened to be officials who stood against your proposal for overseas expansion. The same thing also happened to executives at competing companies who were looking to expand abroad. Is all of this true?
Yes.
Was it all coincidence? We'd like some answers.
About that. I have a critical piece of information to announce here today.
Here it comes. Okumura is going to say who's really behind the mental shutdowns.
No, he's not. This is where we get fucked.
I...
Okumura-san?
Jesus. So cute.
Father?
Oops,
Why
we
did he
killed your dad.
collapse?
That didn't look right at all.
Don't tell me. Mona-chan, what's going on? No, that's impossible. I want to know that myself. We made sure we just took the treasure, too. I should call home.
This isn't our fault, is it? It's been okay all 4 times so far, ever since Kamoshida.
If we let the shadow live, the real person won't undergo mental shutdown, right? That's how it should work.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
What's wrong?
This is the same. I remember now. It's just like what happened to my mom.
So this is the moment when mental shutdown occurs.
But why did they target Okumura-san?
Damn it! What the hell's going on here?
I mean, obviously, it's to keep him
I have
talking.
to go.
I didn't even
I'll
need
talk
the
to the
cutaways
staff
for
before I
that.
leave. Feel free to take your time.
Haru!
This ain't our fault, right?
I'd like to think so.
Some welcoming party, huh?
I'll get in contact with Haru later. But for today, I think we should all return home.
It's been a while. What are you watching? That's...
This is just a hypothesis, but perhaps Okumura was bitten by his lapdog.
Are you implying that the Phantom Thieves triggered a sudden mental shutdown on Okumura?
There might have been a falling out of sorts, so the Phantom Thieves abandoned a useless employer. And to cover their tracks, they dealt with Okumura.
I hate to bring this up, but I'm actually here about that.
Did you find any evidence?
No. Actually, there's a chance that the party behind these aren't the Phantom Thieves, but someone else.
How do you mean? You were suspecting the Phantom Thieves as well.
It is still hypothetical at this point, but I don't want to rule it out.
We're searching the Okumura residence tomorrow. Same with Shujin and its principal. We will find evidence on this, no matter what it takes. By the way, I wanted to ask you something.
Yes?
You haven't looked at my laptop or taken files from it without my permission, have you?
That's quite out of the blue.
There were traces that someone transferred data from it. It was only a small error pop-up, but I noticed it immediately after I had that argument with you last month.
And that's why
Sai
you
is
suspect
the worst
me?
detective ever.
Oh, please, give me a break.
Are you saying you didn't?
As a detective myself, I honor the value of information, as well as the effort invested in it. I take pride in what I do. I thought you, of all people, would understand such values, Sai-san.
I apologize. But then, who stole my data? I let my guard down. They're mine. I'm the one who will catch them.
This is getting fucking intense. God. Oh, internet comments boards are...
It should have been a bit.
Searching all along, facing twilight alone.
Damn it, this doesn't make any sense. But what are we supposed to do?
Without grasping it, the real question
Hey.
No.
Oh. I hope this is enlightening. Because, man, I mean, we've finally seen the villain in action.
On your feet, inmate. Our master has an important matter to discuss with you. Heed his words well.
First, I'd like to congratulate you for expelling the one proud of their greed. Or so I'd like to say, but something odd seems to have happened. I know this, of course. However, what of the general public? It seems a contingency has occurred. At this rate, your rehabilitation cannot be completed, though I doubt that will be the case. I truly look forward to seeing how you overcome this predicament.
All right.
We shall meet.
Time's up, inmate.
Well, that was less than a revelatory experience. Oh, and our popularity is going down.
Listen this time, okay?
We haven't found anything useful as evidence.
I see.
You know, if they check that calling
We're
card
hoping to
for
find
prints-
something more than the calling card, too.
We've confirmed the victim's connection to the Phantom Thieves, at least. Thank you for your cooperation.
Speaking? Huh? They found a calling card in the principal's office, too.
Yes. I'm sorry to ask again, but your father hadn't said anything about the Phantom Thieves, correct?
That's right.
Please contact me if something catches your attention. It doesn't
That
matter
card
how
in the
trivial it
office is almost
seems.
certainly
You
a
don't have
fake,
to force
but-
yourself, though. Just anything that comes to mind.
The principal? No one told me about that.
So basically, your group didn't go after Okumura's life. And even the death of Shujin's principal, who we found a calling card for, was the work of another. You don't sound like you're lying. If you wanted to deceive me, you could have easily woven up a much simpler lie than this metaverse. Moreover, your account coincides with my own investigation. Is that even possible if it were made up? And I hate to admit, but with my line of work, I know a false testimony when I hear one. Still, if you set your sights on Okumura based on my intel, it'd be before his name was even ranked. You could have ignored him and targeted some other famous person. Why would you go so far as to further investigate and pursue this criminal? Simple enough. There's still no proof that another suspect exists. That said, it's safe enough to say that you aren't the murdering type.
All right.
But with the subsequent deaths of Okumura and Shujin's principal, the public's opinion changed. Pressed to prove your innocence, your next objective was... Hmm? Is it a side effect? Hey,
What?
can you
What
need
the
to stay
fuck?
focused.
What the fuck?
Don't scare me like that.
Oh,
If what
okay.
you're saying is true, you must tell your side of the story to the end. We'll both be in trouble if your testimony becomes unreliable. Well then, at last we arrive at your most recent crime.
So we're catching up finally.
You know what I mean, don't you? This calling card was delivered to your latest target. The one you had decided would prove your innocence. It was addressed to Sae Nijima. Myself.
Holy shit.
Now, explain everything to me.
Well, that was a fucking bombshell. All
We should
right,
write
so this
something.
is where we're going to call it for tonight.
Been searching all along, confessing while alone.
Okay, so thanks for watching, anyone who did. And we should be back tomorrow morning for something. I haven't decided what yet. But yeah, we'll see you next time. Be back Friday for SMT 3 and Saturday for more Persona 5. Have a good night.